For all of our viewers across the African continent, thank you for joining us. This is News Central Now. We'll start off with updates in Nigeria concerning the Presidential Tribunal proceedings, which is actually ongoing. And we understand that Labour Party has raised concerns over the inability to access documents and claims it wrote 5 letters to INEC, amongst other issues that are hanging. And of course, we have our correspondent there on standby, Amadine Uyi, to give us an update as regards live happenings right now. Amadine, thank you so much for your time.
Okay, the tribunal had commenced at the stipulated time at about 9 a.m. and counsels to the petitioner, the first, the second, and third respondents were all in court. The counsels had presented their concerns over following the adjournment sometime last week. But shortly after the tribunal had adjourned, there was I would not call it a mild drama, as the national chairman of the Labour Party was almost lynched by supporters loyal to a faction of the party. As he came out of the tribunal venue, the press had sought to speak with him over the crisis ongoing in the party. But we saw supporters who were youth who had smuggled into the tribunal proceedings as party faithful to listen to the tribunal proceedings. They vehemently opposed him speaking to the press, shouting at the top of their voice, calling him all sorts of names. It got to the point where he was almost lynched as his clothes, his caps were being pulled apart. It took the intervention of officers of Nigeria's police force, those stationed outside the tribunal venue, to come into the court premises to resolve the situation. At the moment now, there's a bit of calm. He was taken in and he has been smuggled somewhere. We don't know, but we know that the supporters are insisting that he will not be given permission to speak to the press.
All right, Amadine, we understand that he was ruffled up. That's in person of Lamidi Apapa, the man who claims to be the rightful leader of the Labour Party. What exactly was the reason for the confusion in court earlier today?
You know, before now, there had been this ongoing internal crisis in the Labour Party, which was recently resolved by the courts, where there were 2 factional chairmen with party faithful loyal to each side. Most recently, the court ruled that Lamidi Apapa is the authentic chairman of the Labour Party sometime last week. And in that wise, he attended the tribunal proceedings today. The candidate of the Labour Party for the last presidential elections, Peter Obi, was also in court. After the tribunal proceedings today, as he walked out of the tribunal venue, journalists approached him to speak with him on camera. It was at that point in time we saw youth who had come from nowhere. They insisted that he will not speak to the press and they will not allow the press speak to him. It got to the point where he became very rowdy. He began to receive physical attacks. Like I said, it took the intervention of the Nigeria police to rescue him, as his cap, his clothes were being pulled apart, and they were screaming, calling him all sorts of invectives. But at the moment, the police are taking him away, and we don't know where he is at the moment. And there's some sort of calm, because those party supporters, those youths who had performed this act, have been ushered out of the tribunal, out of the Court of Appeal premises.
All right, thank you so much for your time, Amadine Uyi, and please stay safe.